Hi friends. So I worked for the House of Representatives for like 5.5 years and I just left in December for a new job. And I'll caveat all this by saying I really loved working there and would love to go back one day, but I left for two probably relatable reasons. It had always been my dream to work in Congress, and I met some of the best people I know who are still some of my best friends to this day. I learned more than I ever did in a classroom, and it was cool to just be at the table for these huge events. However, the pay frankly sucks. I started in 2017 as a staff assistant. I was making like $35K in Washington, D.C., which is not a ton of money. And it's tough for these offices. They're only given a finite budget to work with, and it's getting better. They just got a 21% bump to the MRA, but it's still just not competitive. You know, I moved my way up the ranks, and you're working like, you know, as a legislative assistant, maybe like 50, 60-hour weeks. You don't have time for another job, and some offices don't even let you have another job, which I think is insane. But so you're working the 60-hour week and you're making $50K, and your girl has some debt, so I was like, well, I have to get out of here, basically. But like for part two.